Where do I begin? The only thing you see is my notes. 8, 8. I live between 8 right here. I'm like a moose. You know, I'm like a moose. Woo! You like what I got on my head? Okay? I got all this stuff on me. I lock it up here on top of my head if I can lock it up around there. There we go. Well, it's not supposed to move, but it's moving. So I put a pen to make it stop, and then it stops. Okay, so where are we today? This is where we are. Okay, I just want to show you something pretty simple, if I can find the numbers. Okay, right over here. See the numbers? 0 to 9 is alpha number. 10 to 19 is the spirit of alpha number. 20 to 29 is the beta spirit of alpha. 30 to 39, but mostly 30 and 31, is because of the creation day, which means they put the sperm inside the egg and they made a shake, and then when it came out, it became 31, because 31 reverses the letter M. It also represents 4, 5, and 6. It also represents love, and it also represents at the same time, where am I over here? It says 3 plus 1 is 4, which is the delta angle, which is a child. There's electronics. So 30. And then 40 and 50, okay, is the combinations all the way up to 100. But don't forget, the minute you get to 56, right, and you count 9, you get to 65. It's the same thing backwards. So that's how you know that the level is done. Just went to the dentist. My mouth is all screwed up. Did 2 videos that didn't come out too well. I did rip up something that I really liked. And now I'm going to have to study the paws of animals and the countries. You pick a site, okay, any site you want. And based on the number of that site is why all the countries are in that order. You're going to give it a reason, okay, because of just its name. And then you're going to put all the countries down, and you're going to skip every second country, every third country, every fourth country, every fifth country, all the way till you do the whole entire rotation, and you see what it tells you at the end, because there's going to be a story. There's a story in everything, the totality of all. Where do you think we all came from? This is just 2 hearts put together. Here's the diamond that keeps us associated. Here's the mother that watches. Here's the mountains of the top. It also looks like the crown. It also looks like a W. You can invert it to an M, but whatever you do, don't turn it around, because this is exactly who you are. You don't look this good. You think you look this good, but this is what you actually look like. Especially when they start pulling out your teeth and you're 99 years old and you start to shrink. You start to see things a little bit different. Black and white. What do you think the black and the white guy did? They were walking in the jungle. The black guy turns around, starts screaming at the white guy. The white guy turns around, starts screaming at the black guy. Bird sitting on top shits on them, and the black guy says, look at that. He says, now I'm white. That wasn't supposed to be a joke. The reason he said that, he says, I can be found, you can't. And one of the bigger reasons for that is because the bird flew down afterwards, and he looked at the 2 of them, and he says, what the hell do you guys think? He says, I got 19 different colors on my feathers. He says, how do you think it is to match a coat with 19 different colors? He says, you're black, you're white. I says, that's easy. He says, come to the jungle and see how you live black and white. He says, one is the ghost, the other one's dead. Anyways, I'm just fucking around with you. Take this off. Take this off a little bit. Whoa! Everything seems to be falling down at the same time. I went to the dépanneur today, to the corner store, and I saw they were selling a new kind of cream. It was 18% now. So now I got to figure out why 18%. But everybody knows the octagon is the 18%. The reason for October, the one spirit of the 8 heaven, which makes the angel resident of our. We are, and the air, and the Aries. Where else am I going to go with all this? What did I do? I forgot to mention that if you're going to 9 this way, you got to go to 9 this way. You ever see how it works? As one cable goes down, the other cable goes up. If one cable is going this way, the other one's going that way. Mix and match. What else do we have in this world? Rip that page out. Do you ever really want to see what it looks like, the Mug and David? It's 1, 2, 3, 4 X's right in a row. That's what the real Mug and David looks like. Okay? For X's, whatever you want to do. It's an X, it's an O. It's a line to the left, it's a line down to the right. You put them together, it creates the ace if you put a bar across. Bars. There's so many things that we do not know. We fight. We fight, and then we work too much because, you know, working satisfies you, but we're supposed to learn that vacation satisfies you, to go away and to come back and to go back to work again. The cycle of the understanding of the reason and what we're supposed to do within a small period of time that we are actually here on what they call the planet Earth, in which I said, like before, if one went that way, the other went that way. So if we were on Earth when we started, when you're a child, everything looks like Earth. That's why we're always playing in the sand. But this planet here, planet Earth, it's got to be something wrong. Maybe it's planetearth.net, but not .com. You better look that up. Is it .net or .com? How do they mark Earth? Is it all in capitals? Is it just a capital E for Earth? But don't forget, Earth and birth, they do rhyme, but if you take the H after E for Earth, at the end of it is the TH. You take it around, put it on the other side, you got heart. Take away both ends and the T, and you just got an ear. Don't forget, when Christ was leaning over like this in the picture, he was leaning over that because the spirit comes in the ear and she goes out the ear. I'm not sure if she goes in one side and comes out the other, but if she don't get out the other side of the ear, how does she get the rest of the information? You know why I was holding that toilet paper on my head before? Because all the information is down the toilet once you've finished with it. Otherwise, it ain't leaving your body and it'll stick there. So if the information is stuck in you, maybe it's your mind that's keeping it there. Let it go. Feel free. You know, let's get out and party. Got to go out and party and know to work. Listen, I partied all my life and I've been working all my life. So I have absolutely nothing now for the reason of how I partied has absolutely nothing to do with who I am today. Raphael, in the book of Zazareth, free the myth and understanding the truth of life comes. This is within the last of the couple of the years, like I've spoken before, when the ice starts to freeze. Then the planet can start to make its big move. Why? Why? Because if we move and it's all loose like a goose, it'll break down to little icicles and pebbles and fall into the ocean and everything will disappear. And it's got to be the sensible part. Like if God was writing a book, I mean, I think he'd think that way. Or maybe he's getting it into late December to finish moving by the late March, and that way we'll have the bigger period of frost, unless it's going to just take 3 days to just freeze up and settle back. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Let's change subjects. We are all goddamn evil. You know that? We're all evil for one reason. The only way not to be evil is to always want to know the difference, even if you're good. What will happen? But then again, it comes to a child's story, and no adults want to come on here and listen to Mr. Tacklands with children's books. I don't know. When was the last time I listened to a child's story? Must have been talking into the mirror and speaking to myself. I don't know, too many kids want to hang around with someone like me, but I still am Raphael. The myth of Zazareth, what will be coming in the future? What will they do, and how will we overtake the evil? Ah, my friends, we all know. In due time it will happen. How it happens? It will happen with the thought within the mind. When the thought within the mind comes out to an action, then you shall see what will go on. But good does not stop in the middle, and neither does evil. But good understands for what they do it, it gives them the extra power. And God likes that. So he's going to give more information to the good people than the bad. Now, if everybody wants to know where's God been in the last couple of 100 years, it doesn't matter. The point is, he only can come like when the Bible said, right? He ain't going to come because a bomb blew up. Hey, God, a bomb blew up. You're so fucked, man. You should stop blowing up yourself. What do you want him to do? We do it to ourselves, right? He has to give us that intelligence, and we have to learn it, to grasp it, to stop blowing up ourselves. Evolution is dangerous. It goes up and up and up. 90, 90, 99. You know what's so good about 99? Because it makes everything seem like it doesn't cost anything at all. The minute 99 hits a buck, well, it can't be at a buck, but it can be at 101. Because if it be at a buck, you got 2 zeros, it'd be like $100. So it's got to say 101. How do you make everything go expand, be above its value, and then make like, oh wow, it's not much. When 99 goes to 101, it doesn't seem like much anymore. So now they make it go up again. And we live the same episode. The minute it hits 30 cents to whatever it is, hitting 99 again. And then, it's only 202. Raphael 72 in this piece in action. On the date of Thursday. Happy birthday, Mick Jagger. Is it Mick Jagger's birthday today? Even if it's not, happy birthday, Mick Jagger. And roll on, baby. Roll on. Because when it comes time for the fit and sane to get there and bang their heads, I'm one of those fit and sane. Don't forget, I said, look both ways. If I'm sane, I'm sane. It's a good chance I'm not. But don't worry. We're still on the same team. Just watch out for your toes. When you're working with me, you start with 9 toes and you end up with 6. So that's what life is all about. We come out as a 9, we end up as a 6. And to end their life, they put us 6 feet down with 2 feet up. And that's the number of the universe. Pretty much funny, isn't it? 6 feet down, 2 feet up, 10 toes. Our expression of death is almost showing as an expression of life, the way we go down. I say we just get buried in tubes. You know what I'm saying? Capsules. Bury us in bombs. You know the bombs, they take the bullets out of them, shove us in and shove us standing up. We take a lot less place. We go a little bit deeper, but that's okay. We wet our feet. Raphael, 7286.